This was printed, as you can see, 7/22/2026. That's when it was printed. Nobody had ever printed this before. 7/22/2026. Otherwise, it would have a different print date up there, and it would just be like recopying from whatever that date was. Here you go. These are the facts. On the night of the murders, at 1:43 and 52 seconds in the morning, Jacob Tisdall and Nate Rosendahl. This was a very difficult find as far as the number. We were able to find this number, this incident number, because when we finally were able to get the papers that where they had a report what they were doing that night and where they went and who they stopped with the plainclothes, we were able to get this number. This number, this cab, belongs to a Nature Drugs. Okay? 22M09895. Jacob Tisdall, Nate Rosendahl. Now what I also have here, and I'm going to show you, is the entire Moscow Police Department November 2022 scheduling, official scheduling. And then you go to 11/12 because it carries over. When you go to 11/12 and you look at who was patrolling that night and who was working, Casey Green, Jay Waters, Branson Sturck, Nate Rosendahl. That's it. Jacob Tisdall is not written on here. Normally what you will see is, because they were doing this party patrol and they were getting money from a grant, you cannot work a federal grant shift when you are on the schedule. It's a big no-no. So as you can see, Nate Rosendahl is on the schedule. You cannot work that, a plainclothes operation, while you're on the schedule. Nate Rosendahl on the schedule, he should not be doing plainclothes operation anything for time and a half. This probably has something to do with the fact they tried to hide that after the fact and clipped Nate Rosendahl's name from what they provided to ODP. Now, this stop, 1:43, and the last radio output was 2:25. They're taking out these names and leaving them as initials. So you can see you have offender 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people. Okay. Now, ready for this? What was in 2022 on 12/7, the Moscow Police Department comes out and they say, we are looking for people that were out driving around in a white or in a light colored Hyundai Elantra. We're looking for you guys to come forward. We think that you are witnesses to something that happened. Okay. Well, ready? This is controlled substance. They were charged with 4 substance possession, frequenting drugs, paraphernalia, all this shit right here. Now you get to now please sit down. Please sit down. I don't want anyone to have a heart attack. Okay? Controlled substances, frequenting all this stuff. Here we go. Watch guard. Yes. On November 13th at about 1:43, I was working a plainclothes detail for minors in possession, consumption of alcohol, and other related alcohol or drug offenses on or near the University of Idaho campus. While patrolling in the area of 7th Street and Ash Street, I observed a running vehicle in the parking lot to the north of 7th Street and east of Ash. The vehicle was a silver 2013 Hyundai Elantra with 4 females inside. Oh my God! Excuse me? What? Yeah, I'll say that again for you. This is by far probably one of the biggest booms. Again, we're going to continue to read that. For those of you guys that need help here, this is a car that was full of drugs. 4 females, okay? 7th, West 7th, and Elm Street, right by the sororities, okay? Jacob Tisdall, Nate Rosendahl. $143 to $225. So what are they doing? Again, female, 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 female. We're gonna get to it. Charged with controlled substance, possession of paraphernalia, controlled substance possession, using all this shit, okay? Controlled substance frequently. Silver, 2013 Hyundai Elantra vehicle history.